Okay, so haven't ever done this before, but I think it'll be a fun experience. We have some. I need to get this thing off my screen. We have some ball gameplay in plat. I am in master with support, but very recently decided to swap over to tank. It seemed fun. I'd played Wrecking Ball previously, like months ago, going to maybe level 10. Had a good time. It's just it got so like tiring. I don't know if it was the meta, but this season I've gotten to level 30 in like 3 days from what no more than 15. Um, and yeah, I've had a blast. Like, every game is fun with this dumb little fucking hamster. We're kind of like it. It gets better. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I won't spoil anything else for this game, but it gets better. The hero kind of just I'm setting up. I'd seen that they pretty much have all their team there. Dive in, get a bit of ult charge, and just I was gonna go for pile dive, but Bastion exists. Kind of just farming ult. I really could have done it better if I didn't jump there, because I might have actually hit the others. I only hit Mizuki, but it's okay. Do some. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to explain this before that little flick, whatever, gets questioned. Right, my mouse, it connects above my monitor to my PC. My PC is on my desk behind my monitor, and my mouse not the best. If I'm swishing it around a bunch, you might see it again. I don't know, but I promise it's not aimbot that just activates for a nanosecond and looks straight down or straight up. The weirdest bug I've ever had. Weirdest bug I've ever had. If you were curious, like I would be. So here I'm just trying to look for something that I can do, mainly gain ult charge, because on this map, I do dangle a little bit here. I was trying to gain a fireball. This map, the little balls minefield is so powerful. If that shield wasn't there, I would have got ult there, and I might have been able to team wipe. But we didn't need the ult at this moment. I do it here to take over because their team is separated. I wouldn't have been able to take their Ryan and Kiri by myself. Didn't know Amran was there. Gonna dangle a little bit, but it's okay. I get out. Ryan can't really push through my orbs or balls. Ryan's pretty low, so I go in. I tried to bounce off the wall, but it didn't work. Go through with my blue shield. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see when we get a hold of it. You'll see. Yeah, I can hear Anran. I don't know that she's on the floor. I didn't expect to be able to hear her so much from up there. I'm just watching, see who goes forward, see who and what I can dive. Should have stuck. I had 1,000 health. I need to... They do have a Mizuki, so I have to be a bit more careful. I got the bounce off that time. Got, I think, like 25% ult charge from one pile drive. Really, you could get an ult every like 30 seconds with this character if they're just grouped up the entire time and you keep hitting pile drives. But that never happens in game. And then we stop them again. I have ult in a good spot. We've got Moira's ult, almost got Mercy's ult. Just in a really good spot overall right now, especially with the ball and defense. So looking up for attack basically. Just waiting up here for their tank to go past, you switch to Hog. Do my pile drive, forget that I picked the other perk, and then just duplicate the orbs on top of each other. Go for a bit of damage in his head. It got like 20% ult charge from that. Knock him and everybody back. Just kind of dancing around a little bit. There's not as much stuff to talk about once you've already talked about it. You'll see how many of them what. They've got an Anna, they've got a Bastion, they've got a Hog. They're gonna get a Sombra. I think at a point Kiriko turns into Mizuki again. I kind of sell there by staying attached. I thought I could get a fireball, but it's okay. Team, I have hope for my team. Good hope. And then once I get back, I'm more just kind of like looking around. I don't want to instigate a fight just yet because they're all on their side. I don't need to do anything. I get in here, squeeze myself in, just kind of watch what the tank does, kind of distract them a little bit while my Reaper comes back. Do some stuff, do some distractions, pile drive. This is an ult. Bob definitely carried this part of the defense because, yeah, got slept, got tracked, got slept, tracked, antied, and shot continuously by Sierra, and I only took 400 damage. Bonkers. Now it's a Nano versus Hog, so I am not going for him. I am just going for his backline to make it pretty impossible for him to really do anything, because Nanos are really powerful, yes. Not by yourself or into a multi-wall. Or into a minefield. There is nothing they can do. So yeah. Ball is great on defense on certain maps, because I almost get up to the top. I do have to apologize for that. It's just because he switched to Hog. He switched to Hog, okay? I had to teabag a little bit. Okay. So I couldn't kill Sierra here. I kind of knew that going into the gunfight, so I wasn't trying too much with my aim. Ran away as well. Didn't get the high ground. I see her, she's pretty low. Didn't hit Mizuki. If I did, he might have died there. Hog pulls me. And then he saved my life. Don't know why I did that. Get in there. Pile drive. Mizuki almost died, but he had a little recall. Got two hits on the fireball. Almost killed the Moira. Trying my best to get away before I die. I see Bastion. I was gonna go for him, but he died. I forgot why I didn't go for him, because I just remember I didn't go for him. And I have ult. And I have multi-ult. So they can't even like sneakily push it forward by just standing in front of the payload. And there is nothing they could have done. And now for round 2. Obviously you have a lot more hope as a ball going into attack. Especially on a map like this. But they kind of switched up a lot of their comp. They went Life Weaver, Mizuki now, Mei, Bastion, and Orisa. Kind of going for like a poke kind of comp, especially with the Mei and Orisa. I can see Life Weaver, like, he's a good character, and he's back as well, so people are like, he got removed, you didn't know, and people are like, oh, when you can't have something, you want something. I kind of sell here. It's okay. You gotta give back to the community a little bit. And I'm just kind of looking around, seeing what I could do. I forgot I didn't have the perk. Something you'll do a lot as this character, if you're me. I tried to get on top of the little backline area up there, which I go to now with the pile drive, but it didn't work. I don't have the perk. I digress. So I could go for Life Weaver. I land on this pad again. I landed on this pad earlier in the game, and don't know how Bastion didn't die here. Bastion doesn't die here. He dies to the Moira ult though, because it goes through Mizuki's thing. And then Mei wasted the ult. Could have done numbers next objective, and then we take the objective. I might as well sit here. There is no reason for me to rush into their spawn. Capture the objective a little bit quicker. We got to the second quadrant, so I can happily run forward now, do some damage and bait some cooldowns out. Managed to kill Juno here. I did ignore her on purpose in the beginning to see if there was any stragglers behind her who were low on health, since, well, Juno was focusing on damaging the enemies rather than healing her teammates. See if Orisa's low, see if I can maybe force some attention off of Orisa from the healers and then onto me, and then she dies. Didn't happen. Should have shot. I would have shot at the supports, but it dropped off. Forgot there wasn't a door down there. Don't know why I thought there was one. And then I do this because I see that we're not going to move the objective anytime soon, just running through the middle. I hope I don't get seen. I didn't get seen. Activate the pre-ult and then the multi-ult. There is nothing they can do in this situation. I just run away because I don't have to deal with that at the moment. Just deal with the back line and then get Orisa later. And then Orisa, it's as good as gone. And now, since it's a push, we don't need to capture anything. We all run forward. Everybody. No one's on objective at the moment. Even Mercy's with the pistol out. This was a matchmaking diff because like recently it's been happening quite a bit where just the games are like it's just same old, same old. You get good games, you get bad games, you get like I don't know what it's called, just really bad games where you like 3 kills, like 7 deaths or whatever. Good games, or there's pretty comparatively. Can I check scoreboard? Yeah, comparatively. And did you? I should have just shown you this. It was, I think, healing was the biggest thing, even though they had more. Actually, maybe never mind. I don't know. They had been swapping a lot for both the healers. I get frozen. I'm getting shot by a few things there, and Mercy's just healing me through it. I managed to just deal some damage, deal some distraction, and then get forward just in case someone wants to contest, and there we go. And that how you play ball in plat.